Hey there folks, and welcome back to A Grim Dawn. So, in the last episode,
See what's left of my wares.
we made it to Fort Icon. And in this one, we may go back there. Seems likely. Fire damage, aether damage, invincibility. Stick with what we got. Keep buying components. All damage, a lot of energies, quite a bit of health for Jen. Huh. Huh, I say huh indeed. I mean, we'll keep what we've got there. And yeah, so at present I think the question is whether I want to do this bounty first or whether I'd rather head on to Fort Icon. And honestly, I mean, we're here, we're at kind of a spot where we've got an option to go do this, so I think we'll head on to the Mountain Deeps. Let's get our buffs going. Otherwise, we'll probably be sad-faced. And yeah, let's head into the Mountain Deeps and let's find and kill some cavern crawlers. Ingratiate ourselves a little bit with the good people of Homestead. Those fools. Wait, no, that's after they give us the loot. I always forget to wait. None of you are cavern crawlers. Come on now. I came here for a specific reason. Don't make me regret coming here. Ah, that seems rather strong, actually. Not for what we're doing, but still. Oh, I regret. I just regret. I have regrets. Ugh. Let's go. Resist-wise. Oh no, we have a bunch of resistance to poison and acid. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. Still, in general, our resistances are pretty bad, but I mean, that kind of goes in line with what I was saying. You know, generally speaking, in these type of games, I do end up playing something that's pretty glass cannon-y. I don't think realistically you can do that for too terribly long in this game, though. Which, I'm less of a fan of, but hey. Terrifying. But I mean, that's also fine. Like, that's a design choice and completely reasonable. Alright, thus far we have run across 0. Ah, alright, good. We fairly quickly went from 0 to done. Which works for me, frankly. I do want to see what's at the end of this section. For no good reason. Let's go ahead and go just full defense. Roseman's Folly, you say? And that charm is not very charming. It doesn't beguile me. Beguiler of wills. Anyway. Folly. Well, Bozeman, you weren't right. You were wrong. And that didn't work out well for you. That is a lot of aggression. If you could be a little bit more passive with your aggression, I would appreciate that. Not gonna lie. I have concerns. I would rather not be hitting those things quite so frequently. Yeah, there we go. Alright, that could have been worse. Another ancient halt. Yeah, and then we've been in this general area before. Sure. Up this gilded diadem. Nah. I say nah. It's a lot of aether damage. There's Homestead. I can read. I am a reader. Huh. Turn in the bounty. Return triumphantly. A bounty fulfilled. So we got a little bit of reputation and some amber. Cool. Sold on our fronts. Yeah, we can take a look at another bounty. Hawthorns have essentially taken over the lands to the southeast. If we're ever to reclaim the roads leading down to Devil's Crossing, we must start thinning their numbers. Hawthorn monstrosities are the breeders in their packs and should be singled out. Pouch of Iron Bits has been set aside for anyone that sees this task through. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Come see what's left of my wares.
Yeah, well. What use of this amber, you say? Huh, okay. Cool.
See you around.
Let's, while we're here, visit the, yeah.
Come see what's left of my wares.
Right, that's Black Legion. I'm looking for...
Don't get killed out there.
Right, upstairs. Excuse me, citizen, but what I was wondering if you could help me out with something. What do you need? Homestead is running low on building supplies. We've already salvaged a barn roof to reinforce the walls, but there's only so much we can do with sheets of metal. One of the buildings here would be a perfect place to let our men get some sleep, but it's completely run down. We are going to need lumber, and I know just the place to get it. Problem is, the nearest lumber mill is overrun with chthonic spawn. I sense I know where you're heading here. I've insisted to the captain that our men need a place to rest properly, but she feels the casualties would be too great to risk retaking the mill. You were not under her command. You can do as you choose. Please head out in the Blood Grove to the north and secure Griver's mill. After your heroics at the gruesome harvest, a few chthonic runts should be a cakewalk. Yeah, because hubris is a good way to achieve your goals. That's never backfired for anyone ever in the history of existence at all. Nothing from the lectern there. And yeah, that's not how we get to the quartermaster. I will find you, sir.
Come see what's left of
Ooh,
my wares.
right. Any of this any good? It doesn't really look like it. Alright, fair enough.
Iron well spent. I'll give you a good price for what I've got left.
So what have we got here? Okay, we've got several blueprints. And some interesting things here. That's not really for us. Unfortunately, I'm not sure that these are either. It's a lot of health. Still. Not really what we're looking for. Move speed, Aether and Chaos resistance plus elemental resistance. Oh, I don't dislike the sound of that. Ledger, vit damage, yeah, not really what I'm looking for. Solar Codex, plus 5 crit damage, 78 fire damage, 37 burn damage, some fire resist, cooldown reduction, fire surge. It only pops up 1 in 20 attacks though. And it has a 5-second cooldown? That's a lot of enemy. It's a lot of damage to the enemies though. Alright, gotta be honest, I still haven't figured out this 5% chance of plus 64% to all damage thing. Like, it doesn't seem like that procs when you buy it? I don't know. It's awkward. Otherwise, though, the cunning, the spirit. I mean, these are somewhat more interesting, but still not amazingly so. Yeah, I think I'll pick up these blueprints though. Leathery hide, lunar sledge, two-handed mace. Yeah, not so much for that. Bloody whetstone though. That sounds okay. Solar belt, crit damage, fizz damage. Random stats, 25% chance on crit attack. I mean, I lose 12 fire resistance, but I gain a lot of other resistances, so sure. Also gain a lot of armor.
See you around.
Yeah. And what do I want to actually use here? My feet are no longer on fire. This is terrible. How could this happen? So we could just do more scavenged plating because we've got so much of it. So what is this? Rigid shell. Oh my, that's... I don't have very much of it is the thing. I'll just plating it up. Here we go. Yeah, we're looking a lot better in terms of armor now. Also, yeah, actually have some resistances to some of this stuff. Yeah, I mean the fires definitely could be better, but so it goes. Alright. We're heading to the Blood Grove. Right, so Griver's Mill. I guess we'll just mill about till we find it. Heh. 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 Alright, I guess we just head west and see where we end up. Sure. There we go. Alright, well presumably none of this is going to work towards our goal, but I don't think we can get around it. Oh my. That is quite the raging battle going on. Ooh. Shoulder guards of perdition. We may have those already. I know we've got something of perdition. Let's have a look-see. We've got the gloves of perdition, so these do not overlap. And we would lose a significant amount of damage. And it doesn't look like we gain that much in exchange. So yeah, just hold on to it still. Aether, yeah. And we'll keep proceeding, I guess. So I guess we're looking for the actual mill itself, which makes sense. And then we'll need to clear it out. Ooh, rank 11. Yeah, 1 in 5 chance to confuse. Nice. Decent chunk of Aether damage. Alright. Ah. I'm not entirely sure if that means that the Void Fiends can summon those guys or not, but it seems suggestive that they can. Which is somewhat disconcerting, but I guess also somewhat expected.
That skill's not ready.
Okay, alright. That'll work. I had intended to get in range and just throw a cocktail at him, but hey, I guess that's true. Our cocktails aren't going to be quite as potent anymore, but it's alright. We'll add more gin. See, that's... Ah, there we go. Chthonian Hungerer. Yes, we found our targets. Is the good news. The bad news is also that we have found our targets. Ooh, we leveled up. Sweet. Alright, buddy. The chippiest of claws. Huh. You know, I'm not exactly sure that I look at this place and think, that'd be a great place to take a nap. Especially since, like, that's quite a ways away. But hey, what do I know? I know how to find loot. Loot, loot, loot. I've got some loot. Loot, 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 but you don't. Alright, it needs work. I'll admit. We've got their mark of illusions, alright. Probably just put another point in physique here. Yeah, I mean, defensive ability and health is it's not bad, that's for sure. Alright, back to the Arcanist tab. Probably 2 points there. I want Fabric of Reality. Plus Aether and Chaos damage, plus Energy Leech. Right, and this one is, oh, right. Yeah, we'll grab Proliferation first. Sure thing. If I could actually click on the right spot, that would be nice. Let's go ahead and head. Not upstairs that way, apparently. I don't like you upstairs in that way. I'm sorry. Just stop crying, it makes a scene. Don't make me feel bad because I crushed your dreams. Alright, any luck with the Lumbermill? Yeah, it's clear of Chthonian spawn. I totally went and actually did the job. I'm not just coming back and telling you I did. Please give me my reward now before you send anyone. Also, I'm going out of town now and we will never see each other. I'll have men sent over there immediately so it stays that way. A job well done. If you say so. Some more reputation with the Black Legion. Nice. Where do we stand with those folks anyway? I know they're here somewhere. Oh yeah, we've got forever to go before we get respected with those folks. Alright, get around the dummy. Sure, like, just keep loading up. I don't know exactly what I need to level to craft some of the higher level stuff, so just kind of keep loading up on random components and see where it gets us. So where are we at? There we go. So the Briar Thorns, right to the southeast. Interesting. I guess we'll go ahead and travel back to Fort Icon and see if we can find the Inquisitor now. Now that we've done, a little bit of work, we've made the people in Homestead remember that we're not... Did you just walk up to me and point a gun to my head? It's not a good idea. Like, seriously, I've done in a lot of people in this game for less than that. I mean, to be fair, we've shot first an awful lot. We are the Han Solo of this particular game. But that's neither here nor there. it's Fort Daikon Prison. I don't know that we're necessarily looking to head into the prison yet, although we'll probably get put there eventually. Wait, no. No, we're great folks. Nobody would do that to us. Alright, I guess this is the actual fort itself. This isn't a good time. We have an incursion to deal with. Did you not see me fighting through these so-called incursions? I could have thought through how to phrase that before I went through with it. Anyway, Praetorian's report. Alright, come on now. Interesting. Alright, we'll call that good. Spellbreaker Mora. Mora of the Spellbreaker Division, at your service. What's a Spellbreaker? We're Legion-sanctioned Arcanist specializing in disrupting enemy spellcasters. Our primary duty is the nullification and elimination of enemy arcane capabilities. With the ethereal threat growing, our ranks are stretched all too thin. Intriguing. Smuggler, marksman, sleeping and or dead guy. Yes, I said and or, because you never know. People come back. And we'll call that good. I like the sound of weapons, Master. I'm sorry, I have to take inventory of what we have left following the attack. Perhaps another time. Yeah, 'cause it's not like I'm important or anything. No. Ongram. Ah, it's you again. I trust that my apprentice is making good use of the Malleum Menhir. Yes, his work is helping out the people of Devil's Crossing. How are you faring without the hammer? It is a shame that my finest work is behind me, but I can still procure fine armor and weapons for these brave men and women. I do the best I can with what I've got. Take care. How did you make it out here? Well, I traveled north through the wilderness, careful to avoid any settlements that might attract ethereal attention. Eventually stumbled upon a Legion camp, enlisted on the spot. We were recalled back to Fort Daikon several days later. Had a few close calls along the way, but here we are. Yeah, glad you made it. See, sometimes things work out. He didn't turn into some evil guy and try to kill us yet. Not trying to emphasize anything, but yet. Hasn't done that yet. Could be soon. Any day now. Plus elemental damage. We'll stick with what we've got.
Seems left of my wares.
Right, and you're not looking to sell us things either.
Put it to good use.
Here, check.
Prepare
bro.
yourself. The nightmare buried underneath the necropolis is all too real.
Oh, then we'll probably head the other way. Let's go ahead and talk to
Good,
the
you've arrived.
Inquisitor.
Things here are in worse shape than I thought.
What happened?
Betrayal, sabotage, call it what you will. We've been attacked from within. The Ethereals have gotten a hold of
You
the
did.
commander.
Also his sword. He's been possessed?
Precisely. Based on the reports, Commander Lucius has been sending out men on futile missions, thinning out the fort's defenses. Then once the watch was sufficiently weak, he opened the gates allowing the Ethereals to pour in.
What a
He's
guy.
not counting on human ingenuity, however. Weapons Master Edric collapsed the front gates with some explosives, cutting off the enemy's forces. When we arrived with reinforcements from the south, the coward Lucius fled into the armory.
Oh yeah, that's a
Until
good
those gates
place
are
for him to
cleared,
be.
We're stuck here. I need you to enter the armory and recover what's left of the heavy explosives. Use them to clear the rubble. But beware of Lucius.
Uh.
He has shed his human disguise in favor of a monstrous form which I cannot even begin to describe.
Bad. There you go.
will
I
likely
did it
have to
for
deal
you.
with him to get to the explosives.
Deal with him. Yeah, I think we can do that. It will be done. But not in this episode, because we're going to take a break here, folks. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you in the next one.